Do I pull out of this race in 12 days or do I send it and just hope for the best? What up, guys? Brody Nicholas here, coming at you with a little bit of a live update. And honestly, just coming to this community asking for your advice to see what you think. As you all know, the San Francisco Half Marathon is in about 12 days. I've been super stoked on it. I've been training super hard, and my goal was to go sub 130. My goal is to go sub 130, but life has just been lifing the last couple weeks. So I'll kind of just fill you guys in. 2 weeks ago, my grandfather passed away. He had a stroke in January, and he had a couple more since then. And it was definitely a tough time for our family. I'm definitely grateful for all the time I got to spend with him. And I'm super grateful my parents were in town the week he passed away. So my dad was able to spend time with him before and after he passed away. So as hard as that was, I'm just, again, really grateful my family got to be together, got to rally around him. And, I was really using that fuel of my grandfather passing to run this race. On 4th of July, Katie, my wife, and my cousins and my tia Lisa, they ran, and my Aunt Lynn, they ran a 10K for Grandpa in his honor. And I sat that one out because I had Macy with me, our dog. I was watching, cheering from the sidelines. But anyways, it was really cool to see them run that race for him. And I was super stoked to run San Francisco for my grandfather. And I was using that as fuel. But with my grandfather passing, again, both my parents were here down south. And they're from Northern California, where I'm originally from. And because of everything going on and my grandpa passing and having services needing planned and everything, my dad decided to stay down south. So Katie and I decided to drive my mom back to Sacramento so she didn't have to go alone. So we kind of just took this last week off and decided to take my mom back to Sacramento. And during that time, something else happened. This was about 4 or 5 days ago. We were at a family outing at a Mexican restaurant, and on our way back, we were stopped at a red light. It was my mom in the back seat, Katie in the passenger, and myself driving. We were just stopped at a red light waiting to go. And as we're sitting at the red light, I look in my rearview mirror and I just see these headlights coming in fast. And before I could even think of what to do, we got rear-ended full speed by a Hummer. And it was just the craziest feeling because I've definitely been in car crashes before, but this is the first one where there was no variable. There was nothing I could do to really protect my family. It was like you sit there and you see the headlights and it happened so fast, but at the same time it was in slow motion. And I just remember bracing and nothing happening and opening my eyes and feeling the impact and seeing, Katie fly across the car and my mom screaming, and it was very intense. Thankfully, we all are okay. We were able to walk away. My mom went in the ambulance, but she was able to be released that night at 2 a.m., thankfully. And Katie and I took ourselves to the doctors. Definitely dealing with some aches and pains, but just grateful for the fact that, we are here today and I'm able to shoot this video. For some of you that have been following me for a while now, know that my mom was in a serious car accident 5 years ago and she was on life support for months. It was a lot, and she almost passed away a few times, and thankfully she's made basically a full recovery. And so to go through another car accident with her and myself and Katie involved, it was a lot. It was a lot. Thankfully we were in my parents' Toyota Highlander, so an SUV, because we got hit full speed from behind by a Hummer. As you guys know, Hummers are freaking tanks, and now I know Highlanders are too. So even though the car is completely totaled and we got roughed up, we were able to stay safe in that SUV. So very grateful for that. But with that being said, yeah, definitely dealing with some aches and pains, monitoring our bodies. I've noticed even the last few days, well over the accident, my abs have been sore, and I think it's from bracing the impact and taking such a big hit. But with that being said, I haven't really been able to train. I've been trying to ease off, really check my body because, again, going through this car crash, we could feel like it's not that bad, but I know that sometimes these aches and pains turn into things a few days, a week later, 2 weeks later. So I've been trying to monitor my body and not do anything too strenuous. And I thought I'd be able to start training again the last couple days, but you could probably hear it in my voice. I've been getting super sick the last couple days. And now it's just, I don't know, I got into this running thing because I felt like it was my way to not make an excuse and just to go after something, dedicate myself to something, just put the work in and get the result. And I've gone so hard the last 6 weeks with this training, hitting every workout, getting my paces, you know, getting my sleep, my rest, and for life to happen like this, again, I know this is life and it's gonna be okay, but it's just really hard. You know, my grandfather passing, then this car accident, and now I'm sick, and now this half marathon's 12 days away. And I just wanted to be vulnerable on this channel and come to you guys, this community, and ask, what would you do? Like, part of me feels like I have to run this race. This is what we train for. This is like I have momentum with this series. I was gonna run it for my grandpa. Like, I have to run this race. But on the flip side, I haven't even fully recovered from this accident, and I want to make sure that there's no lingering injuries that I might heighten by running a half marathon or training really hard this week. But on the flip side, I feel like if I don't train at all, then I'm going to be losing these gains, and I'm going to go into the marathon, half marathon, and not hit my 130 pace. There's just so many variables, and again, now I'm like sick, and I'm really hoping this goes away in the next couple of days. But yeah, just I don't know. I'm just in this place where perspective is so heightened, right? I'm so grateful again to be alive, so grateful to just be here, so grateful for the opportunity again to be here telling you these stories. But like on the flip side, it just sucks. So if you've ever been in an accident, how long did it take for you to realize you're good to just keep training? If you've gotten sick before a race, like, did you just send it? How long did it take for you to recover? Do I need that much time to recover if I've been training so hard? Like, are the gains there? Is adrenaline going to get me through this race? And am I going to hit that sub 130? Like, let me know your thoughts. Again, just thought I'd hop on. I know this is different from the videos I usually post. This is a one take, one shot, no script, just letting you guys know where I'm at in life and just trying to figure out, yeah, do I pull out of this race in 12 days or do I send it and just hope for the best? Let me know. Really appreciate everyone watching this. Appreciate all the feedback. Let's run it.